Month 5 is not making sense. If you're not active on your shop, you will see huge decreases in your stat. The revenue for month 5 was to just wipe away my tears. And this month I started Etsy ads again. Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking this video, and welcome to quite a few more of you than there were when I first posted my first month on Etsy. Welcome to month 5. Thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed, and thank you so much for all of you who have been watching my videos, and especially thank you to all of you who do comment and contribute and help me with my Etsy queries. I really appreciate you and I feel supported. I feel like we're building a community here of people who want to create a side hustle all about business and just trying your best, honestly, because I believe there's a slice of cake for everybody. So as always, if you're new here and you've not been following the journey along from month 1, then I highly suggest you pause and you go watch the videos in order, because I mean, why are you starting from video 5? Like, it might make more sense if you start from month 1 so that you can follow along with my journey and understand my business background. If you don't know, I have a whole other YouTube channel on which I launched my business to specific business owners, and that's how pretty much my business got started. But for more details, then please do go watch the previous updates, because I don't want to waste time talking about things I've already mentioned. So yes, please do go and watch those. I will link them below, or you can just find them on my channel. Even just to get a brief overview of what's been going on, because a lot has been going on, especially in month 5. So I really just want to get into this video because a lot has been happening. We are still on the journey slash challenge to generate £5,000 revenue from this side hustle. Don't ask me why 5,000. I just feel like I will feel accomplished when I reach £5,000 in the bank, not Etsy revenue. £5,000 revenue in the bank made from selling digital products, because guys, if I make it to that £5,000, then anybody can do it, and I will make a whole video dedicated to the day that I reach that £5,000 goal. So do subscribe and stay tuned to see how that journey goes. Last video we reached 26.7% of the goal. So let's get straight into the video so we can find out how far we have reached for month 5. Okay, so month 5 is the period between the 18th of March 2023 and the 15th of April 2023. And this month I started Etsy ads again, yeah. And I have some more exciting Pinterest updates. So let's start with shop visits. And by the way, if you don't know, I'm structuring these videos in categories. So shop visits, shop orders, revenue, money in the bank, so the money that Etsy actually sends to my bank, Etsy fees slash the percentage cut that Etsy takes, and marketing spend, so the amount that I spend on Etsy ads. So for shop visits for month 5, I had 759 shop visits. It has dropped a little bit, but if you remember, it's not as low as month 2, which was pretty low at 660 visits, so it's not dropped as low as that. But it's still pretty low compared to the trajectory we have been on. When I tell you guys I abandoned my shop, like, I just left my listings up there and didn't do anything really, apart from maybe reply to some messages here and there. I basically just left my shop to its own devices, which is not good. Do not follow my lead in doing that, because my shop visits have gone down. Although with that being said, towards the end of the month, around the 11th of April, I felt bad enough to create 5 more listings, as in 5 brand new products. They're all the same but in different colors. So I don't know why I never said in my previous videos, but I have 35 listings on my shop. So plus these 5 new listings, I now have a total of 40 listings. So breaking down those listings, 10 of those are like the bulky listings, as in bundle sets or like things with more information, and then the rest of them, i.e. the 30 other listings, are just like single sheets, very affordable, low-end priced products. So the 10 bulky digital products I have are all priced above £15. So hopefully my 5 new listings will bring in a little bit more traction to my shop, but otherwise things are still pretty slow. And I added these new listings quite late in the month, so it's gonna take some time before I actually see any real stats on the 5 new products, but I'm hopeful it will do something. Okay, so next up is shop orders. Next up is my shop orders. As you can see, for month 5 I had 14 orders. Just wipe away my tears. I mean, I'm really not surprised, but like, my shop orders are the lowest they have ever been so far. Take my experience as a warning, guys. If you're not active on your shop, you will see huge decreases in your stat. Like, that's just the nature of Etsy, and the game is the game, unfortunately, and I was not playing. Like, not even in a good way, like I was really not playing the game. But I'm not discouraged. If I had good stats all the time, it could really make me too comfortable and I could just sit back and not do anything for my shop. So if anything, I should really take this as a sign to get serious and be active on my shop, because trust me, it's not nice looking at your stats decrease month after month. Clearly, if you don't put in the work, you won't get the results. So yeah, unfortunately, I neglected my store and I probably lost out on some opportunities. But we're gonna stay positive here. Like I said before, I did add 5 new listings onto my shop. So I'm hoping that as time goes on, those will start to bring in more traction. I also need to revamp the products that are also already on there. I could probably increase my conversion rates if I just changed maybe a listing photo or the color of something, because it may be more attractive to people to actually click and buy than the current listing layout that I have. And to be honest, I'm not 100% happy with my listing photos, so I'm going to try and work on those, and hopefully that will make them more attractive to a wider range of people. And I will say, at this point, I never actually told my YouTube audience that I released 5 more products. I just put them up and let them sit there by themselves. So they were freely in Etsy system by themselves without my influence. And they actually generated 2 orders. So from those 14 orders, 2 of them were from my new listings. And honestly, that shows 2 things. 1, if your niche is small enough, you will get orders pretty quick. And 2, updating your shop can help boost your orders. So keep active on your shop and always try to niche down. I feel like I'm talking so much, but there's honestly so much to say. So as well as my 5 new listings, guys, I have some exciting Pinterest updates. As you know, last month I set up a Pinterest business account and I have 4 pins. I still have 4 pins. I still have 4 pins on there. I haven't really touched my Pinterest at all. I set up 4 pins and left it like that. But apparently 10 people clicked onto my Etsy shop. That's 10 more potential orders. I think that's amazing considering I only have 4 pins on there. That's quite a good amount of exposure for a small shop. Honestly, if you have an Etsy shop and you want to try and gain more traction on there, I would highly recommend setting up a Pinterest business account. Basically, like, copy and paste your Etsy listing photos on there and directly link your Etsy shop so that anybody who views your pins will have access to your Etsy shop and potentially make an order. Okay, moving on to the money side of things. The revenue for month 5 was £212.25. Okay, so following on with the drop in orders, we also have a drop in revenue. Though to be honest, £212 is still good. Like, especially from a small business, it's still an achievement. And let me try to be careful to not underestimate the amount of time and work that I put into creating the products. They're still generating passive income 5 months on from my launch. Yes, there's things I could do to improve the revenue, but honestly, I still think it's something to be proud of. If you also have an Etsy store and you have small revenues, then honestly, just enjoy the learning process, because of course your revenue is going to grow if you keep putting in the work. Genuinely enjoy the process. Like, get some excitement from knowing that you're growing a business. You're literally generating passive income. That's the way I'm kind of thinking about it. Like, I'm not letting the decline in revenue get me too down, because I know there's so many things that can be done to improve these statistics, and I'm going to do them. Like, I'm going to try my best to improve my business, and that's how business works. So yes, moving on to the money in the bank. So the money I can actually see in my bank statements was £122.87. Guys, I am shook. I know I already ramble a lot about how much Etsy takes, but month five is not making sense. I'm kind of skipping ahead because it's highly related to the Etsy fees / percentage cut that Etsy took. Guys, it took £89.38. From my calculations, that's 43%. 43% is a lot. Like, I was already shook about the 25% that they took last time. 43% just seems so out of proportion. I don't know if it's my calculations or what, but like, I'm pretty good at basic calculations. It's not really that difficult. And I know that one of you guys was so kind as to explain to me that the VAT is different for US and UK customers. But if anybody has any other detailed explanations as to how this is calculated or where I could be going wrong, then please let me know, because 43% in Etsy fees is just not making sense. Anyways, moving on to marketing spend. So as I mentioned, I did start Etsy ads again. So I started my Etsy ads on the 23rd of March 2023 at $1 per day for all of my listings. So at that point, that was 35 listings. And I spent $22.99 in total for month 5 on Etsy ads, which generated an amazing total of $3.42 from one order, by the way. But I mean, at least it wasn't a loss. It was a profit of $3.42. So I didn't lose out by starting Etsy ads, but it wasn't completely worth it. Like, I probably could have made this same order and have kept more profits had I not spent on Etsy ads. But yes, at least it wasn't a loss. Okay, so we have reached my favorite part of the video. It is time to find out how far we have reached in our £5,000 money generated from this side hustle. Guys, we are at 29.2%. I don't know why that seems so small, and it feels like we have been in the 20s for the longest time, but just one more percent will push us into the 30% range. So do stay tuned for that, because honestly, it gets me so excited. Every time I see that little bar moving more and more, it gets me excited and motivated to reach that goal. So please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do have an Etsy business of your own, then please do comment below so that we can all be engaged together. But otherwise, guys, that's it for me in this video. I will see you in next month's updates. Bye.